Welcome back to the channel, everyone. Today we're taking a deep dive into one of the most talked about new arrivals in the automotive world, the 2026 Volkswagen Corrode. Yes, that name has raised some eyebrows, but Volkswagen claims it's symbolic of cutting through the noise of modern automotive clutter and delivering something sharper, more focused, and more refined. Whether you believe the marketing spin or not, what matters is how this thing actually performs in the real world. So let's walk through the exterior, the interior, the performance details, and of course what you can expect to pay when it finally hits showrooms. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly whether the Corrode deserves a spot on your shortlist. At first glance, the exterior design of the 2026 Volkswagen Corrode feels like a confident departure from traditional Volkswagen minimalism. Instead of the rounded softness we've seen across previous generations, this one embraces angular lines, aggressive lighting signatures, and a real sense of motion even when parked. The front fascia is dominated by a narrow LED light bar that stretches wing to wing, intersecting with a grille that's mostly closed off thanks to the car's efficiency-focused engineering. The lower air intakes are functional, channeling air toward the brakes and helping with overall aerodynamic stability. The hood has two sculpted ridges that taper back toward the windshield, giving the front end a muscular stance without feeling overly bulky. Move to the side, and you'll notice the sloping roofline that gives the Corrode a more coupe-like profile, but it stops just short of compromising headroom. The wheel choices range from 19 to 21 inches depending on the trim, with a turbine-style design that not only looks futuristic but also reduces drag. The side mirrors are slimmed down and feature integrated cameras on higher trims, projecting a live feed into the cabin for improved visibility. The rear end stays consistent with the modern Volkswagen language but adds sharper character lines. A continuous light strip spans the back, with a subtle spoiler molded into the liftgate and a clean lower bumper that hides the exhaust outlets on the gasoline versions. For anyone looking for a car that stands out without going full sci-fi, the Corrode hits a sweet spot. Now let's step inside, because the interior is where Volkswagen has really taken a leap forward. The moment you open the door, you're greeted with a cabin that feels premium, modern, and surprisingly spacious. Soft touch materials cover the dashboard, door panels, and center console. The designers have clearly aimed for a clean, uncluttered aesthetic with almost no physical buttons in sight. Instead, the Corrode leans heavily on its 14-inch central display, which houses the updated Volkswagen interface. The system is faster, more responsive, and much easier to navigate than previous iterations, and voice controls have been improved to the point where you can actually rely on them for daily use. In front of the driver is a 12-inch digital cluster with customizable layouts. If you opt for the higher trims, a large augmented reality heads-up display projects navigation arrows, speed, and safety warnings directly into your field of view. The steering wheel has haptic controls rather than traditional buttons, something some drivers will love and others may need some time to adjust to. Seat comfort is another major win for the Corrode. Even the base seats offer strong lumbar support, heating, and a surprisingly wide range of adjustment. Move up the trims and you get ventilated seats, memory settings, and even massage functions on the top model. Rear passengers get generous legroom thanks to the slightly extended wheelbase, and the sloping roofline doesn't cut into headroom nearly as much as you might expect. Cargo space is also well above average for the segment. The rear seats fold almost completely flat, and the load floor is wide and low, making it easy to slide in luggage, bikes, or even bulky home improvement items. For tech lovers, there's wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, a premium 12-speaker sound system from Harman, multiple fast-charge USB-C ports, a wireless charging pad, and even the option for a built-in Wi-Fi hotspot. Volkswagen has also paid close attention to sound insulation. Between double-pane glass, strategic sound-deadening materials, and improved aerodynamics, the cabin stays impressively quiet even at higher speeds. Now let's talk about what really matters: performance. The 2026 Corrode is available in both gasoline and hybrid variants, giving drivers a range of options based on their preferences. The standard gasoline engine is a 2-liter turbocharged 4-cylinder producing around 220 horsepower. It's smooth, efficient, and more than enough for daily commuting or highway merging. Paired with an 8-speed automatic transmission, it delivers predictable power with minimal lag. For those who want something punchier, Volkswagen offers a performance-oriented hybrid model. This version combines a turbo engine with an electric motor to push output closer to 300 horsepower. The instant torque from the electric motor gives it a surprising burst of acceleration off the line, making it feel much sportier than you'd expect from a family-friendly compact crossover. Handling is one of the Corrode's standout qualities. Steering is precise with just enough weight to make cornering feel controlled, and the suspension does an excellent job of balancing comfort with responsiveness. Volkswagen's adaptive damping system, available on mid and high trims, lets you toggle between comfort, normal, and sport modes. In comfort mode, the ride glides over imperfect roads. Switch to sport mode, and the suspension stiffens while throttle response sharpens for a more spirited driving experience. The hybrid model also offers all-wheel drive, improving traction in rain, snow, or when taking sharp turns at higher speeds. Braking feels confident and predictable, and the regenerative braking system in the hybrid is smoother than on previous Volkswagen models. Fuel economy is another area where the Corrode aims to impress. The gasoline model is expected to achieve highway numbers in the mid-30s, while the hybrid pushes well into the 40s depending on driving style and selected modes. With rising fuel prices and more drivers looking for efficient options without going fully electric, the Corrode lands in a practical sweet spot that balances performance, efficiency, and affordability. So what will it cost you? The base model comes in at an estimated starting price in the low $30,000 range, making it competitive with rivals from Honda, Toyota, and Mazda. The mid-level model, which adds more tech features, upgraded materials, and optional all-wheel drive, lands in the mid to high 30s. The performance-oriented hybrid with the most powerful setup pushes into the mid-40s, and the fully loaded top trim with every luxury and tech feature is expected to reach the low 50s. Considering what you get at each level, Volkswagen has positioned the Corrode to appeal to a wide range of buyers, from budget-minded families to tech enthusiasts to drivers who want something sporty without breaking into luxury car territory. So after spending time with the 2026 Volkswagen Corrode, what's the final verdict? It's clear that Volkswagen wanted to create a car that sits at the intersection of style, practicality, and modern performance. The exterior is bold without being over the top. The interior blends comfort with advanced technology in a way that feels genuinely inviting. Performance options offer something for everyone, whether you want efficiency, excitement, or a bit of both. And the pricing structure makes it accessible while still allowing room for luxury if you want it. If you're considering a new compact crossover or hatchback with a futuristic design, a comfortable interior, smart technology, and strong performance, the 2026 Corrode deserves a place on your list. Let me know in the comments what you think about Volkswagen's new direction and whether the Corrode lives up to the hype. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell so you don't miss the next review.